All right, ready to jump into this Pennsylvania Senate race. Got some interesting news clippings here, all about a debate between Senator Casey and McCormick, his challenger. So, what are we trying to figure out today?
Well, you know how politicians love those sound bites.
Tell me about it.
We're going to look past those, see what's really going on, what kind of strategies they're using and what that tells us about, well, everything going on right now.
Love it. Let's get into it. This article jumps right into this moment where they asked Casey if Biden or Harris would be better for Pennsylvania, and he just avoided the question completely.
It's risky.
Yeah.
Could be smart, though.
Yeah.
Biden's approval ratings aren't exactly stellar,
Yeah.
and those independent voters in Pennsylvania,
Right.
they could make or break him.
It seems strange, though, right? I mean, Biden's from Pennsylvania, Scranton, to be exact. You'd think he'd want to at least, play that up a little.
Sure, but then you've got McCormick just waiting for an opening to link Casey to, well, everything people might not love about the administration right now.
He didn't hesitate, did he?
Not for a second.
Right.
He's really hammering home this idea that Casey is out of touch with, well, with what Pennsylvanians want.
Especially with how unpredictable the Latino vote is looking this time.
It's a really interesting point. This article mentions how Biden won that demographic pretty easily back in 2020.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
But now...
Now it feels like anything could happen.
Exactly. And it's not just Pennsylvania. We're seeing this all over the country.
It's a trend, for sure.
It makes you wonder if, if those old assumptions about how groups vote, if those are still true. I mean, Trump, with all his talk, you wouldn't expect him to do so well with Latino voters.
You wouldn't.
But the numbers don't lie.
It does make you think, though. Are we seeing a real, fundamental shift? Are people changing how they think about the parties, the issues, or is this just a temporary thing?
It's a huge question. And just to throw another log on the fire here, you've got Obama stepping in, campaigning for Harris in Pennsylvania.
Okay, that's big. That's going to have an impact.
Obama's still incredibly popular, especially with Democrats.
Absolutely.
Having him out there could really energize them, could even sway some folks who haven't decided yet.
It's like walking a tightrope, isn't it? These politicians have to appeal to their party, but also, to the whole state, all while trying to make sure they come across as, relatable and in touch. It's a lot.
It is. And what really gets me, what I keep thinking about, is just how much things are changing. The way people vote, the things they care about. The Latino vote for Biden, that's just one example. We can't assume anything anymore.
And that's what makes this so interesting. It's do we understand the rules of the game anymore? Are the old playbooks obsolete?
Exactly. So as we keep watching this election unfold, here's something to think about. Are we seeing traditional voting blocs, those groups that always voted a certain way, are they breaking apart? Or is this just a blip on the radar? The answer is going to tell us a lot about where American politics goes from here.
Lots to ponder. Thanks for diving into this with me.
Anytime.